Oh, there we go. That's what I like.
Yep. Okay, so we got our coupler. We cut off our old 3-piece drain. Here's the bottom of that. That's junk now. We cut it off with our inside pipe cutter, and now I'm going to put a standpipe. I want to be up about 3/4 to an inch here. The thing with these FloFX that's different about the Courtier, notice it's square, so you do want to get it square to your walls, but you don't have to be perfect because you have play. This is the actual drain carrier, so if you're off a little bit, you got some play. This thing can move around. So you want to try to get it as square as you can, but I'll use my tape measure and get close. So it's a nice easy either ABS or PVC connection. I'll put some of my coupler there, some here, a little bit on this side. I like glue on both sides of my fitting. It goes in there. Lastly, I'll put a good amount of ABS cement here and push it down nicely. You want about 3/4 for your mortar bed. I got more than enough there, and so I'm just going to check. Yeah, I'm going to check square here. I got 18 7/16. 18, just a little turn. I'll check this wall. 20 there.
30 seconds.
20 there. We're good. We're good. Perfect.
Perfect.
That's all there is to it. I say perfect.
No, it's perfect.
Perfect enough for me.
There you go.
The whole crew watching here. So.
The nice thing about these FloFXs is they have a screw hole, so you can help level your drain. A little more there. Actually, this...
No, it's fine.
Actually, these screws aren't very good for these for some reason.
Yeah, I got them. Not in here, but we're not
How about the ones we just pulled out of the wall?
Yeah, because
Were they 2 inches?
These guys, try these, the actual.
oh yeah, I think those will be. Are these the?
Yeah,
So you'll notice I'm using this is a Hydro Ban screw, and this is a regular construction screw. See, I have a different head, and these guys fit in the FloFX drain holes really well and finish flush because you don't want them sitting up proud.
Did you already decide you're gonna go?
Make it out when we measured, and I'm putting it where he told me to put it. We got marks. Yeah, we got marks.
Cut a Hardy in the back. So you put it in.
Bernie's Hardy.
Or I don't know.
You do have Hardy.
You did buy Hardy?
Half inch.
Yeah.
You did get quarter?
I did.
That's good, because
You
that's...
told me to get quarter. So.
Yeah. Who did?
You did.
Isaac, I think, prefers half inch on the top, but...
It's okay. Quarter will hold the shower door under. See, you can you can fine tune these to get your flange perfectly level.
But he said the quarter would be okay.
He said.
So look at that. That's beautiful. And the screw finishes nice and flush with the top. You don't get that with the Courtier or the Hydro Ban. This is a really nice feature. Now this is solid. You don't have to mess with it. And when we do our mortar bed, we just stick our margin trowel and get some thin set to the bottom of it, and then we just jam our deck mud up under it to support it. So that's all ready to go.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep, tape.
So half
But
of
it's
it's a quarter inch in the
size,
back.
Inch
Do
and
you?
a half? I might.
2/4 inch in the back.
Is it is that a 2 inch plug?
Yeah.
I have to look. I might. It's very
But
possible.
we can always just tape it off.
Oh, there you go.
Let me just put some tape, or you can put some tape on it if you guys here.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Kurt, don't fart on me.
I won't promise. Oh, it's coming.
It's It's a trap. I swear, that's a trap. It's a trap.
Who's
I'm gonna have to shave
who's the
this down.
farter of the crew? Somebody's got to. Who's
Steve.
I'm a farter. I'm a farter. I do. No shame. No shame. All right.
Hey, you got your tables? You got a table saw here?
Want me to skim it down for you?
We need, yeah, because it's.
Here, I'll go rip it. Give me both of them.
Let me check the other one. Well,
Sure,
just,
the
I
same.
guess just rip it, huh?
Give me a measurement and I'll go down.
Well, 11's gonna be good. It's 11 and an eighth, 11 and 16. Just cut it 11 widthwise, and 30.
That one will need it.
I'm more likely to go down there on that guy. If anything, maybe one of those.
That one's the closest.
This one. Those are deep enough. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so day one is in the books. We got everything torn out. We got our curb down. We built this with 2-inch Curdy. We wanted that set because tomorrow we'll be floating. And it's nice to just have it set so that if we're working on it and it's not moving. Got our FloFX drain in. We plumbed in with PEX, our Hans Grohe. This is the iBox. I really like Hans Grohe plumbing. Customer picked it out. We just installed it. You can see we're gonna have a 2-function shower. And the nice thing about the iBox is it's universal. So their trim kit is what varies. The iBox is universal. So we got our cold supply coming in on this side, hot supply coming in on this side. The bottom outlet is going to go over to our hand shower, which is going to be on a bar right here. And of course the top outlet is going up to our shower head, a rain head type shower head. So really impressed with what we got done today. Tomorrow we're going to finish with the Hydro Ban board up here and float the pan, get everything waterproofed, and maybe even get some tile set. So day one is in the books.
Hey, good morning guys. So today is day 3 of this remodel. And if you don't know a little bit about me, I am not a morning person. So let me take my sunglasses off. My eyes are probably a little bit puffy. But at 7 o'clock in the morning, most of the time I'm making these videos, it's, you know, later. Let's just say that later. I would much rather start later.
Okay, so we're on day 3 and we got all the waterproofing done. Kirk did a great job on this Hydro Ban sheet membrane over at Deck Mud. And we've been doing, we've been doing this long enough. We got a pretty good system now. And what we seem to like a lot is doing foam board or some other waterproof board on the wall, and then floating the pan and getting the sheet membrane on in the same day. So this was floated and the sheet membrane went right on afterwards. It creates a really nice bond. If you're not a pro, do not try it. It's difficult to pull off, but we float a lot. We know how to work with mortars. So this is set up rock hard, and I get that question a lot. They go, well, what if you put mortar down on the floor and if you don't let it dry, you put sheet membrane over it, does it ever dry? Yeah, if it's a non-modified mortar, which Deck Mud is, just has sand and cement in it, it will dry without air. So it's rock hard the next day. It's ready to work on. We got our FloFX drain in here. So this is our FloFX, and what's nice about these, Kirk, maybe you can come in here. People ask me about the adjustment. Since it's not round, we do have adjustment. So you do have some play here to make sure it's square when you set it in. So this is nice. This is just a drain cover. This comes out while you work, and then your grate snaps into this. So if you need one of these FloFX drains, tilecoach.com, you can find them. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the walls first. That's why we got this ledger board screwed up, and we're gonna end up, once we pull the stick, we'll just fill these with a little bit of Hydro Ban sealant down here. We try to stay above the curb if we're ever gonna do any penetrations. We're up a good 2 inches above the curb with these penetrations, but we're gonna seal them anyways. So we're gonna do the walls above the stick, then we'll do the floor, and then we will do, the last thing we will do is cut in this bottom cut so that it stacks on top of the floor and you get a nice finish. So I get that question a lot too, what order do you go? And I like this because you're starting level and you stack your walls and then do your floor, and then this cut can get scribed in if your floor is not perfect. So okay, just a little heads up here, we're going to be using tile liquidators. The customer picked out this tile from Tile Liquidators. Thank you again. Tile Liquidators donated all this material to the job for the customer, and they're sponsoring these videos, so I really appreciate it. This is a beautiful Calicotta Oro marble that's going to be going on the floor. And so what I was saying is, it's important with stuff like this, you get a much better finish if your wall stacks on your floor. I know some guys do this where you're butting your floor up against, but I really like the finish when the floor or the wall stacks on the floor. So we'll be doing that. Another important point when you're using a white marble, white marbles can be difficult on shower floors. If there's water that's sitting under the tile, it can darken if it's not allowed to dry out in between uses. So we want to be real careful with our mortar coverage. Make sure we have full mortar coverage under this when we set it, and also you don't want to have areas where you build up with a lot of thin set. These sealed systems are much better if you're using a white marble because they don't have the saturated mortar bed that's underneath it like with a pan liner. You got your waterproofing directly under it, so these sealed systems are much better if you're using a white marble. But still, use caution with white marbles because if they're holding water, they will change color. So day 3, we're making great progress, and stay tuned for the next video.